Got one for my cleaner out in DC. It was with a university out there. I had reached out and actually got the vice president of facilities on the phone on the first call. He'd let me know that they were currently had an in-house workforce as well as a couple contracted companies they were working with. I let them know I wasn't really looking to kick anybody out, just wanted to come out and show them what we were capable of. Going out there next week to see what we can help them with.
Got an appointment for my client out in Birmingham. It's with a contracting company. They're looking for an immediate need for some application development, but we're meeting with them towards the end of the month to discuss full managed services from cybersecurity compliance standpoint. Pretty large organization, about 100 users, one location, talking the full spectrum of services. So should be a pretty good one for my client out there.
I got 2 appointments for my roofer in Jonesboro this morning. One was with a sweet potato farm, one of their big old farm buildings. They had work done about a year or 2 ago. They can't get the guy back on the phone that did the work for them. And he didn't do the best work. It's leaking already. They're having problems with it. They're having leaks in other places too, so we're going to come out there. My other appointment was with a shoe factory. They're also having leaks. We put in a new roof for them like 8-9 years ago. After the last snow that happened, it started to leak a little bit. And then the rest of the roof that we didn't put on also looks pretty rough. So I think those are 2 done deals. They want work done, right away. So I'm pretty excited to see where this goes.
I got an appointment this afternoon for my client in Colorado. It's a solar client. I spoke with the executive director of a recreation center. They already have solar, but they're always looking for options to expand. So she told me to get in touch with the facilities manager. I spoke with him briefly. He said that they are looking into the electrical side of things because they only have solar for basically their water right now. So we set him up on a phone call next Tuesday at 2 o'clock to go over options. He said it's going to be a pretty big project, so he wants to get the financing done now. So we'll get on the conversation with him, and hopefully it's a pretty good one.
Hey, got one for my IT client in Columbia today. I called a bank. I was previously spoken to the CEO. She said they weren't interested in changing. Got a hold of the IT director. Turns out they absolutely are. We're going out next week Monday.
It's 100 users, one location. They're looking for some immediate help right now with a project that requires DoD compliance, things like that. Then wants another meeting on the 19th to kind of go through full service. So it should be a really good one for the client out there.
Oh gosh, Jamison. I got one. I called the CEO of this mortgage lender in Columbia like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she's like, "There's no way we're changing IT." But gave me the number of the technology director. I called him. We're using another mortgage company as an MSP. Obviously wants to stop doing that, so we're going out there Monday next week.
Oh. 2 appointments for CD Strong, an apartment complex in an apartment complex.
Yeah, I had a good one. Excuse me. Number 3 for Stassmeyer. I called the COO, and I was a little worried because she said that she wanted someone on site. They're currently looking to hire someone. So I called Lowell, who's the sales manager over there, kind of told him what was going on. He was like, "Hey, I want to get out there, I want to meet with them, see what they have in place. We have a tech that can be there like at all times, pretty much." So I called her back. She was totally open to it. Pretty big. They have 200 employees. It's a travel agency, but their tech guy was a sales guy who now handles all their hardware and stuff, so they really need somebody. We're meeting in person on Monday.
Got 2 for Jonesboro this morning. One with a shoe factory. It's like 125,000 square feet. The roof looks awful. We were out there like 8 or 9 years ago, so they didn't know us. The other one was a sweet potato farm out in Arkansas. They're having leaks too. So we're coming out there. They have like a 75,000 square foot building, leaking everywhere. So we're gonna come out there.
Who else? Proposals are due? Oh.
I got a good one yesterday. It was a lead weight for my Raleigh company. Spoke to, and he said he was doing a cybersecurity assessment. He said he was in the car, and emailed him. I've been trying to get a hold of him all month, and I finally caught him in the car again. And he was like, "You sure love finding me in the car?" I was like, "Yeah, it's the best time." But set up an appointment for him. We're meeting with him in a week and a half. Told me it was 1,000 workstations. Wanted to get that RFP going right now. And then I got one for my Greensboro client today. I called, no response, and there was a new president on board. He's reevaluating everything in the company, so we're meeting with him next Friday to talk about MSP work.
Had one for 403 Tech today. Pretty quick call. She has consistently told me like late February. The last few times I've talked to her, got her on today. She was in a rush, but it's 26 retail locations in Calgary, around 500 users, and we're meeting Friday.
Deals, proposals.
I don't have numbers yet, but Integratech went out to the huge appointment I set them up with yesterday. So it went fantastic. They're super excited about getting numbers over. He said it's going to be like a booklet that they're sending them because it's a fabrication shop. They have they want a lot of options.
Yeah.
So we're sending over, he said like 8 proposals or options for them. He said I know it's a little much, but he said it's going to range from anywhere from 6 to 10K MRR.
Oh,
Yeah, all around roofing got a proposal out for building restoration. It's like $88,000, I think. So it's looking pretty
The roofing company got a small one for $700 while I was on the phone with them a couple minutes ago. Second deal we closed with that company. So got an appointment for my Calgary IT client today. It's with a chain of retail stores in about 25 in their area, a little over 250 users, actively evaluating MSP and outsourced work. So pretty excited as they've put me off a few times when I've called. Finally got them at the right time, and we'll see where it goes.
Good afternoon. I just booked my 7th appointment for CD Strong Roofing for the month today. It's at an apartment complex. I spoke to the maintenance manager and he told me that some of the buildings in the complex creating some leaks. So it's a quote on some repair jobs. The appointment is set for Monday morning at 10 a.m. He wanted to do it at a time when the weather was in decent shape, so looks like a great opportunity for us.
I got an appointment for my IT guy in Ohio earlier. It was with a non-profit who expressed interest in us helping them out with their website, but I told her we'd love to work with small companies, especially if they're planning on growing. She told me that they are planning on growing really soon and maybe even opening up a location in Louisiana, so I set up a meeting for them next Tuesday.
So I got a really good appointment for my LA roofer. Guy called me back. We've been playing phone tag over the last week or so, but he has he's a property management company owner. He's got one of his tenants has an active need, so we're going to be the only ones he's talking to right now. Wants us to do the work this week, and he'll be fronting the bill. So sounds like closed business, and I'm excited to hear about how it goes tomorrow.
All right, so I got a really good appointment for my client up in Myrtle Beach today. It's with a travel agency. They have about 200 employees. They currently have a on-staff IT guy. He was a sales guy who kind of took over their technology, but they were actually about to start looking for someone more like formally internal IT director. So chatted with the COO today. She was really open to it, but has concerns about us being on site there actually to help out. We have techs all over that can be able to support them, so we're going to have a conversation with her next week. It's 4 units within one location, so pretty big. Like I said, 200 employees. They have a couple backup servers that are off-site as well as cloud servers, so it's a really good infrastructure. I really think we can help them. We're going to have that conversation in person on Monday morning.